Hi everyone, welcome to Goddess Gardens. It's been a while, I know, but you know what it's like. Life takes over for a bit. So, I've been thinking this week, well, past couple of days really, because what I had to do, I had to unfollow a couple of people on Twitter and Instagram who claim to be influencers for women of a certain age. I don't know where this term comes from. It's like I don't know if you've had like beans on toast for your tea. It doesn't mean I'm going to do the same because you've got a million followers. I'm not going to copy everything you do. If that's being an influencer, I do know a couple of people actually who think they're influencers because they posted something about a TV program they're watching, and a couple of people responded, said, "Oh, I'm glad you put me onto that," and now they think they're influencers. Yeah. So I don't know what it actually takes, but I do know this. So a couple of them have sort of added me, and then they've said, "Oh, would you like to see these videos I do about lifestyle, healthy eating, and how to look 10 years younger?" So I'm looking at the pictures and I'm thinking, yeah, I could look like that if I had the work that you've had done. I could definitely look like you, but it's not relevant to me. And then they start talking in one of the videos that about healthy eating and how scientific research has proved that if you eat vegetables high in water content, cut out carbs, do more exercise, then you're likely to lose weight. Now, this is aimed at older women who, trust me, along with most women in the land, on the planet, has probably been on a diet at some point more than once. So we know what it takes to lose weight. It's keeping it off that's the problem. So I'm thinking, you're talking, you talk not rubbish, but you're talking to people who know this. And all of us have probably been on a diet when we least likely needed to be, like when we were young and gorgeous. And extreme diets as well. I mean, extreme diets. I remember being on one, I think I was 18, 19. And I could kick myself now because obviously I didn't need to. And it'd be like, I think it was called the Scarsdale diet. And it was classed as something that they give heart patients when they're in hospital. I don't know if they do or not. But all it was basically was lettuce, steamed fish and black coffee. And you were only allowed that twice a day. The coffee. Absolutely nothing else. And I did it. You're only allowed to do it for about a week because I think otherwise you'd just die. But I did it for about a week. Oh yeah, I lost weight, but you can't maintain it. And it's like they don't do it now. But when you go to slimming groups, and I used to go to Weight Watchers when I had my first child, and I wanted to get back to what I was before, and you look at the graph, and it wasn't the graph. It looked at they claimed the weight that you had to be. So say it's like, I don't know, 8 stone 12, and I looked and I had about 3 stone to lose, and I thought, 8 stone 12, I've not been that since I was about 14. So you can't go off scales because scales mean different things to different people. You can't. Nobody's the same weight. You can have 10 women there, the same height, similar build, but there will be fluctuated weight between them all. Will be nothing like what it says on this graph. So you join, don't you, and you're thinking, I'm never ever going to get to that. I never do get to that. I'll maintain it for a day because it's not normal for me, for my body. They don't do that now. They ask you how much weight you want to lose, because I think they probably realised. But it's all, obviously, women in particular, I know men do it as well, but women in particular, I'd say 99% are probably on a diet. So when you see older women trying to tell women the same age who've been there, done that a million times, how to eat, I think, I can't watch this. I just can't watch this. It's the same when they try and tell you how to dress. I'm thinking, well, if you wear this skirt with chunky boots and this, that and the other thing, yeah, I know all that. Most of us, have got children, and we can, especially if you've got daughters, you can say, what do you think of this if I wear this? Well, maybe if you try that. So yeah, I know that. Most of us by now, at this age, can dress ourselves. I've been doing it a long time. So I know these women are trying to help, but it's just like, who needs to be told what to wear now? You know, you've developed your own style, you know what your own style is. It's just trying to find it in the shops half the time. That's a problem. But, so you do have to adapt. And it's like basic things like, it was just, I'll tell you what it was that got me. It was like, you too can look like me, you know, look 10 years younger. I think I am not on the Botox road or the fillers or anything like that. So it's actually not relevant to me. And I'd like to find more people that are more relevant to me in how I want to look, or not look, because you develop your own look, but just more relevance to me. So we followed a couple, and I think, so what I did do, which I've never done since I subscribed to Cosmopolitan back in the 80s, was buy a magazine that was age appropriate to me. And I actually liked it. There was quite a few articles in there that I actually enjoyed, which I found surprising. But some of it was generic as well, like the travel. And I think it's because our older people are probably more susceptible to wanting to go away in groups, rather, you know, like solo holidays, solo travel. They'll do it in groups. And I think solo travellers when they're older would probably enjoy that. So I might think about doing it myself. So there was, you know, a section on that, which I think is quite interesting. But then it was like more like where to go in Italy and stuff like that. So that was more generic. You can get that in any magazine. But some of the articles were actually appropriate for a woman my age, which I found interesting because there's not many magazines out there. In fact, there's probably none. You can't count Women's Weekly or anything like that. There's not many that are appropriate for somebody who's not willing to hibernate and just hide in a corner and literally just turn to dust, really. You know, we do still want to feel so irrelevant and making a contribution to something somewhere along the way. So yeah, I actually found it was quite interesting, and I would actually buy it again. And I've not done that, like I said, since buying Cosmopolitan. I used to love Cosmopolitan. I used to love it. Love reading all the fashion pages. Obviously, that's not applicable to me now, you know. But yeah, I used to love all that. So I quite enjoyed that. And there's probably other news in the offing to tell you, which we'll have to wait. So that really is it for now. Except, oh yeah, I did turn off Love Island last year when one of them said she was a social influencer. So I just thought, how can you say that's a job? I know it's a job. I do know it's a job for some people, but how do you get sucked into that where you're looking at how somebody lives their life to dictate how you live yours? I just don't get it. I just don't get it. I don't know. And I don't even think that's an age thing. I just don't get it. So on that note, I'll see you soon.